to the Frazley Report, a short broadcast by me, the awesome gnome, about the world of Warcraft. So goblins are confused as to why people want to raid Area 51. They were trying to get people to raid Area 52 again, as the town has not seen that many players since the level changes in 7.3.5. Before then, many people would go through Netherstorm on their alts. They would stop by the town to check in at the inn, they would buy from the vendors, and they would get their quests. But the town has been a steep decline financially since these changes. The goblins had a whole Facebook viral marketing campaign set up, but their marketing agency incorrectly sent out that it was about Area 51, and everything was all over. The goblins asked me to bring awareness to this, so I'm doing my small part. And speaking of awareness, I need to ask why there are so many empty energy cells across Mechagon. Very funny, Brann. Very funny. But these empty cells seem to be in every mechanized chest I find and on many of the mobs I loot. Why are people discarding all of these? Hasn't anyone heard of recycling or reusable batteries? Maybe that's a far out idea. And speaking of far out ideas, let's moonwalk into space just like Apollo 11 did 50 years ago. And let's check out this gorgeous STARCRAFT Terran Battlecruiser from Dark Horse Comics. No, it's not a gigantic robotic ship that looks like the cinematic director Terran Gregory, which I was so sad to hear, as I always think of him when I hear this word. But this is a replica of the Terran ship from STARCRAFT, and the replica can be yours for $300. And after doing the moonwalk, it's time to do the time walk again. Follower mission tables in 8.2 added the abilities to earn currency for holiday events, like the Timewarped Badges that you can get from Wrath Time Walking, which has been going on this past week. So on July 19th, Blizzard patched the rewarded badges to now be up to 50, which is a huge increase from the 15 badges prior. Badges? We need badges! And Blizzard devs have been chopping up robots, and now there are more dead robots showing up to be looted for the Chopped Robots quest in Mecha... Not gonna say it. I don't want Bronzebeard calling in again. They're probably still listening. In the new zone with gnomes that was added in 8.2, the devs must be loving seeing these robotic creatures suffer. Another robot made it to the chopping block. The cycle of life can be so cruel. And icky snails can be cruel, especially when you're trying to do the quest to collect them and they're stuck in trees. Thankfully, Blizzard has hotfixed it so the ones in the coral forest no longer hide under trees. You coward snails. This issue got fixed slowly, but that's to be expected for a hotfix delivered at a snail's pace. Icy Veins has been buzzing about where the beam mount is. It stings that we cannot ride these lovable creatures yet, except for that one flight master in Tierguard Sound. They have a post about where it might be. When we get these finally, it will be sweet as honey. And the race for World First has been very sweet. A lot of people have been enjoying it. I hesitate to report on it, as by the time this broadcast makes it to you after the live recording, it may well be over. Icy Veins has a great report up on where things are as of day 6 of the race. Over the race, many raids have downed Orgazoa. Sorry, I like cheese. And the Queen's Court has been utterly demolished by many guilds. And Limit is pushing it to the limit on Ajara. Followed by Method, with the 3rd place going to pieces. WildProgress.com has an up-to-the-minute listing of all the guilds in their progress. Many guilds are stressing out over who will win. And Blizzard is stressing out over Classic's upcoming launch. The date of the final stress test has been postponed. As of right now, I haven't seen a new date for it, unless I overlooked it. And over at Overwatch, they are getting their own version of WoW's looking for group function. You can now queue as a tank, damage, or support. Reports are coming in that tank and support, just like WoW, are going through faster than DPS. I'll be sure to watch as this progresses. Oh, I've got some late-breaking news here. Sigma has been announced as the newest hero in Overwatch. They are an eccentric astrophysicist who hopes to unlock the secrets of the universe, and they are unaware that they are being used as a living weapon. Sounds to me like Doctor Strange or Tony Stark. There's a trailer up to marvel at, and we'll know more once this hero hits PTR. And before this report concludes, it has been announced that after 28 years, Frank Pearce, one of the co-founders of Blizzard, is going to be retiring. There's a letter from Frank and from Jay Allenbrecht on this decision. It's definitely sad to see someone go. Someone who has been here since the beginning and has probably been very instrumental in keeping the vision of Blizzard going. Only the future will tell where things go. I'm optimistic that it will be good, but it's still worrying to see after all the news this year. And finally, the age of digital media has claimed another print newspaper. You may have seen a print tabloid in the checkout lane at your vendor or in restrooms across Azeroth. It was called Silvermoon News. Well, they have apparently gone out of business, as their Twitter account vanished without a trace. I was quite enjoying this paper, hearing things that other papers refused to publish. I believe in reporting on what others won't. The free press will continue, no matter what happens. Silvermoon News, I hope to see you again. I support the free expression of ideas, unless you're the Daily Punctilio or Rita Skeeter of the Daily Prophet. Well, I'm off to go to the auction house to sell some more gear. I've been acquiring a lot of it in Mecha Zone, as well as to dance the night away, as the auction house dance party is only on for a few more hours. So until next time, be awesome, baby! The Frazley Report is a fan podcast that covers Blizzard games. We are not affiliated with Blizzard Entertainment, Inc. Views expressed by the host and guests are their own. Some of the art, music, and sound effects come from Blizzard Games and are owned by Blizzard Entertainment, Inc. No copyright infringement is intended.
This show is brought to you by Dragon Powered Studio. Find more at dragonpoweredstudio.com.